Hey friends, it's Ida Sandver of Ida Sandver Consulting. I'm a certified fundraising executive and nonprofit consultant. And I was at an event today where I was sitting at a table with some very savvy nonprofit executives, and we were talking about the importance of nonprofit marketing and storytelling. And the one thing that came up over and over and over again is to find ways to explain to donors or potential donors in your marketing emails, in your letters, on your website, what it is you actually do, and not use programmatic language when you explain it. Use language that's everyday language that people can understand, that is heartfelt and true. So many examples floated around. I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head. I'll just make up something. Not saying we enable such and such to perform such and such and such and such. We help people enrich their lives through finding housing, or just use real words, for crying out loud. You're not writing a white paper. Here's the example I was thinking of. I had a recent client that retained me to edit their year-end appeal. And this year-end appeal was single-spaced, 8-point font, 3 pages long. The moment you pick it up, you don't want to read it. You just want to put it down. Another colleague that I know from a Facebook group said, a nonprofit colleague said, if it's TLDR, no one's going to read it. It's called too long, didn't read. TLDR. So on first glance, if you get a written communication from a nonprofit and it looks too long and there's nothing that jumps out at you, there's no photo, there's no underlining or bolding, the font is so tiny that even a young person has to squint to read it, much less me, then there's a problem. There's a problem. So what I advised that client was exactly this. I said, I will rewrite this for you starting from scratch, but I want you as the founder to speak to me about why you started this nonprofit. And you know what? She was so eloquent in her heartfelt passion on why she started this nonprofit. I looked at her, I said, none of what you said is in this letter. This letter reads like a brochure, actually worse. It reads like a textbook. It doesn't read like something that's going to convince someone to give to your nonprofit. So I got it down to literally 1 page with very heartfelt language and quotes from her on why she started this and why she needs to raise the money and how this is going to impact 40 students in a disability program in another country that have no resources. That's the story she needed to tell from the beginning. But living in her own head, as most founders and some executive directors do, you live in your own head. And when you live in your own head, you can't get out of yourself and view what your organization does from the outside. From the outside, you have to explain the impact, and you have to use good storytelling techniques. And so many people out there that are great to follow that explain how this is done. I learn from other professionals all the time. Excuse me. Follow their blogs. I'll post some links in this video, but again, it's just, it's been a while since I made a YouTube video. So while it's fresh on my mind, I wanted to talk about nonprofit marketing and storytelling. I hope you found this helpful. And feel free to reach out to me through my website, idasandver.com, AYDASANVER.com, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks so much.